Hello, and today we're going to talk about the third wave of feminism. The third wave of feminism started in the early 1990s and was led by Generation Xers, or otherwise born in the 1960s and 70s. Basically, the children that were born within the second wave. The third wave continues to use the rights and protections that previous waves have obtained, but they critique the positions and they feel they must finish and continue the unfinished and failed work of the second wave. Therefore, setting a backlash to second-wave feminist essentialist views on women and how the realization that women are many colors and have different ethnicities, nationalities, religions, and come from different cultural backgrounds. The founding person to have started the third wave is Rebecca Walker. Rebecca Walker is the daughter of Alice Walker, a second-wave feminist, and also the author of the book The Color Purple, and also to Melvin Leventhal, a civil rights lawyer from New York. Rebecca is said to have started the third wave when she wrote an article for Miss Magazine in 1992 with the last line from her article of "I am not a post-feminism feminist, I am the third wave." She is also a founding member of the Third Wave Fund, with the organization's initial mission as being based on Walker's article, with the key being to fill a void in young women's leadership and to mobilize young people to become more involved socially and politically in their communities. The fund was turned into a foundation in 1997 and still continues to support young activists today. The third wave prominent issues are gender violence, reproductive rights, reclaiming derogatory terms, rape and other issues such as race, social class, transgender rights, sexual liberation. It also pays close attention to workplace matters such as the glass ceiling, sexual harassment, and unfair maternity leave policies. In addition to being known as the third wave, the movement has also adopted such names as girl power, riot girl feminism, lipstick feminism, trans feminism, and cyber girl feminism. The third wave of feminism is the idea that women can and should define their own womanhood, because there is more than one type of woman. The third wave was more inclusive of girls and women of color than that of the first and second waves have ever been. In reaction and opposition to stereotypical images of women as passive, weak, virginal, and faithful, or alternatively as domineering, demanding, slutty, and even emasculating. The third wave redefined women and girls as assertive, powerful, and in control of their own sexuality. And in popular culture, this redefinition gave rise to icons of powerful women that included singers such as Madonna in the late 80s, 90s, and continued to Beyonce in today's culture, and with many bright women in between, and also with the women depicted on television series such as Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Sex and the City, and with that involved with shows To Bones, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and even Game of Thrones. Media programming have even increased their focus towards girls and created shows that depicted intelligent and independent girls for lead roles. These television characters, such as Dora the Explorer, Doc McStuffins, and even Sesame Street, created a female lead with Abby Cadabby when she was introduced in 2006. With everything, there's always critics. The third wave has their critics too. Many say that many post-feminists would argue the idea that they're beyond usefulness, that they don't have a use anymore, that their ideas haven't changed. The only thing that's new is that they have younger blood. And they also that the message is too diverse. It's no longer useful as a feminist ideology since it includes more minority issues and they support LGBT communities. The third waves countered the criticism by stating that the creation of a unified agenda or philosophy, or at least one that was unified beyond a very general statement offered by groups such as the Third Wave Foundation, noting that there's a goal for groups and individuals working towards gender, racial, economic, and social justice.